Prisoner died up in, prison because, they didn't, want to give him his, no treatment or nothing like that. For real though. Anyway, so yeah, they didn't even check up on him or nothing like that. They didn't even see no, nurses or doctors in the cell to, check up on him or nothing like that. It was crazy. And they won't even let this, family see this, body or whatever or not. You know what I'm saying? For real though. I mean, so the inmates was, trying to get them to, help him out or whatever or not. Because he was going through, stuff or whatever or not. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, gang. It's really crazy. It was crazy as hell. They had a pocket for that shit. For real though, because it's some mysterious shit happened and shit and all that. But come on, we all know what happened. You know what I'm saying? For real though, because shit don't happen out the blue or nothing like that. And he died right after he was seeing his family. That's some old crazy stuff. That's some crazy stuff for real, gang. I don't know. They try to cover it up. Oh my god. It's crazy. Anyway. Now, it's people went out into the woods or whatever went on and they took this like a brother with them or whatever went on, you know what I'm saying? And they going up the creek or whatever went on. They on surfboards and stuff like that with their paddling. I think it has a canoe or whatever went on. They left this boy right up in the water. They gave him a child what I'm saying, vest or whatever went on. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy as ever. You know what I'm saying? So dude was standing right there and he was trying to see what was going on or whatever went on. They leaving him or whatever went on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he up there standing right there and just talking major stuff or whatever. He wasn't talking saying disrespectful stuff or nothing like that. But for real though, that was on the pocket for the for real though. I mean that boy almost that boy would have drowned. If just couple didn't help him out or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? His friends, those is not his friends, for real though, because they wouldn't even leave him like that. When he went all the way to the canoe, they could have pulled him up or whatever or not, but none of them pulled him up. For real though, he swam all the way over there, and none of them didn't pull him up. Thank goodness there were some good people that actually helped them out and get out that water. For real though, that was some crazy stuff, man. For real though, crazy. Thank goodness that boy got some help. For real though. Anyway, now this lady up there trying to act like a bully and stuff and start messing with this woman and stuff over a seat at a graduation or whatever. She was up there saving seats or whatever or not and stuff like that. This woman wasn't on the seat. So she told her not to touch. The black woman told the woman, the white woman, not to touch her or whatever or not. The woman got all up in her face and stuff like that. And then she did some crazy stuff. She grabbed her phone and threw it. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. And then when that woman did that, she popped that woman right up in her face. Bop! You know what I'm saying? For real though. Because the woman was out of pocket. She should not even be doing that. For real though. I'm shoot. She thought she was in that fantasy world where she could get away with, stuff and don't, serve the consequences. The consequences is she got popped in her face. That's the thing of it. For real though. That's crazy. Over a seat. It was out of pocket about that. And that's on bro. Anyway, Now they like did this man's anniversary. They like had a moment of silence for his killer. Like this cop that killed George Floyd, they had a moment of silence for him because he was getting sentenced for his murder or whatever whatnot. For real though, and that's the craziest ever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, shoot, they not gonna let him up. For real though. I mean, like, they try to get it overturned, but they're not gonna overturn it. For real though, but if they overturn it, that's some crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, that's like, that's really crazy. They overturn this dude from, like, murdering his brother or whatever, whatnot. For real though. That's some crazy stuff. Anyway, dang, I mean, like, shoot, it's like, they just gonna keep on doing this stuff. Why would they ever wanna try to get, like, this, like, president to, like, what I'm saying, actually pardon him or whatever, whatnot, but, yeah, I don't think that's gonna be happening at all. And that's on bro. For real though. Anyway, so this dude actually like killed this girl, and she was like 18 years old, and he was 20 years old, and like they graduated, like what I'm saying, from high school or whatever, whatnot. And she was planning to go to college or whatever, whatnot. She like broke up with him because she got tired of the like toxic bull or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Of being in a social relationship. So dude got mad and like what I'm saying, he ended up getting sticky. For real though, he ended up like what I'm saying, actually blinking that girl down or whatever. For real though, I mean like he shot her like 20 times because there was 20 shells left up in the like room where she was or whatever. And that was some crazy stuff. I'm like, dang. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, shoot. I'm like, that dude wanted her to take him back, and she didn't want to do it. But so I think that's why I don't know. I think that's why he did it. I guess. So I mean, like, hey, it's crazy. It's crazy as ever. And this boy was like Hispanic. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he wanted to get back with the sister, but she didn't want him. So you're like, if I can't help you, nobody else can. Bro, though, and that's on bro. Anyway, now this cop, like, actually was messing with this like veteran or whatever, whatnot, that had prosthetic legs, and he had to walk with a stick like a cane or whatever, whatnot, because if he didn't have that like stick to walk around with, he wouldn't be able to like stand on his like feet. You know what I'm saying? On his prosthetic legs or whatever, whatnot. And this cop, like actually did some crazy stuff. He up there talking to him like, they could be used as a weapon and all this other bull or whatever, whatnot. He just like, you know what I'm saying, going back and forth with this guy or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? For real though. And he keep on telling him that he need this thing so he could walk. Cop, actually lost his kind of picking mind, grabbed the stick from him forcefully, and he made him fall. He pushed him back, made him fall, or whatever, whatnot. Around him, and like it was crazy as ever. Around him, I went up there trying to help out and all that, like you know what I'm saying, and told the cop to like leave him alone or whatever because like he didn't do nothing wrong or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying, but. So I'm just glad, like, you know what I'm saying, they fired him for, like, doing that because, like, he was out of pocket for that. He was out of pocket. Because, like, he just messed with the man for no reason. For no reason. I'm like, so, that's crazy as ever. And anyway, he was, like, actually trying to get away with it, and he thought it was going, like, he thought he was gonna get his way or whatever or not, but he learned that he wasn't gonna get his way because like yeah, I mean like he had a hard head and so behind for real though, and he ended up like thinking he was like king of the mountains and fell down just like Humpty Dumpty off the wall and broke and never got made back up again. Alright, and that's on bro. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Hit the bell notification so you see my next upload and my next post, and to make sure I make another one tomorrow. And oh yeah, you can check out my previous videos if you like, gang. So long, farewell, goodbye.